Recently, I was in a restaurant with a bunch of friends, and sitting across us were four young men. And all during the night, they were kind of dicking around with the waitress. Every time she'd bring them something, they would ask for something else, and as she would walk away, they would laugh at her. And I had noticed that one of the boys had taken his water glass and he put a piece of paper on top of it and turned the glass over. And he set it on the table so that way when she came back and would pick up the glass later that night, water would get all over her. My friends had never seen this kind of thing before, and I said, hey, listen, I said, watch. I said, when we leave, I'm going to show these boys something. So as we're getting ready to leave, I took my water glass and walked over to their table, and I said, hey, boys, I noticed you have an inverted water glass on your table, and I said, I realize what you're trying to do. When the waitress picks that up, she's going to get all wet. And I said, you know, it would really suck to be wet all night. And I said, you know, what goes around comes around. I said, you have a choice in life. Either you can do the right thing or you can do the wrong thing. And I said, you know, if you do the right thing, I said, good things come to you. And if you do the bad thing, bad things happen to you. And I said, I want to show you something. And I said, I call this divine justice. And what I did was I took my water glass and I took a piece of paper just the way they did and put it on top of the glass and inverted it. And just like they did, the paper stuck to the bottom of the glass. And if you ever were in science class, you'd know that the air pressure holds the paper up. And I said, but boys, I want to show you something that you probably have never seen before. And I slowly removed my piece of paper, and the water stayed in the glass. And one of the kids said, oh my God, that's impossible. And I said, no, I said, all things are possible for those who believe. And I'm a man of great faith. And I said to the kid who had the inverted glass in front of him, I said, you know what? I said, I can guarantee you that when the waitress comes by tonight, she's not going to get a drop of water on her from your glass. And the guy said, oh yeah, she is. And I said, no, she won't. I said, for the same reason I'm not getting wet at all. And so the curiosity got the best of the kid. He picked up his glass, and of course water went all over him. His friends began to laugh. And I said, see, I was right. The waitress isn't going to get a drop of water on her. And I took my glass, and I put it in front of the face of the other guy. And I said, you know, the reason why that water stays in the glass is because I believe it's going to stay there. And I said, but a guy like you probably doesn't believe that that's possible. And he said, no, I don't. And I said, I'm going to show you what would happen if I stopped believing. At this point, the glass is right in front of him, and it's directly over his lap. And I said, watch. I said, this would happen if I stopped believing that the water will stay in the glass. And the water got all over him. And I looked at him and I said, isn't it amazing what you can do with the power of your mind?